Hey, happy weekend. I am Leslie. Welcome back to my channel where I'm going to talk about something today that really fucking bugs me. And that thing is unhealthy habits that artists have. And when I say artists, I'm not just talking about painters and drawers and stuff and sculptors. I'm talking about writers and musicians too. Creative folks. The first one that I want to touch on, first point, is I've seen a lot of artists brag about not sleeping or eating. They say they work for hours without pause, just consumed by their work. They don't stretch, they don't get up and walk around, they don't eat for hours, they forget to drink water, they stay up all night and they don't sleep. And then in the next breath, they say they're having a hard time thinking. They're so exhausted. They can't figure out why they can't get this pose right or why things just don't make sense. And I'm not a scientist, but I do feel it's because the brain is rebelling due to lack of sleep and or food. They call food fuel for a reason. You need to fuel your brain and your body. Otherwise, it's not going to get you very far. It's like getting on. No, it's like driving your car around the world on half a tank of gas. It ain't just gonna happen. Halfway, like partway through, the car's gonna shut down. You're gonna have to push it the rest of the way and just struggle and put in more work than you need to, than if you actually put in the effort beforehand. And I know that's a confusing example, but I see it as the brain, like, you gotta take care of it to get good things out of it. You can't just keep pushing it until you're about ready to collapse. That's not conducive to a healthy lifestyle, and those are just terrible habits. Um, Another kind is procrastination. A lot of folks would say it isn't as unhealthy as like not eating or sleeping, but I'd put it pretty far up there because procrastination, if you let it get out of hand, it can really cause a lot of stress. Because I know for me, I used to procrastinate a lot in high school with my homework because I was homeschooled, and then every 3 weeks I would turn in my paperwork to a teacher to show that I had been doing my work. And I would procrastinate for like 2.5 weeks. And the last couple days before my meeting, I would sit down and I'd write out all my papers. I'd answer all the questions. I'd do all the algebra. And I wouldn't sleep for but a handful of hours every night. And I barely ate. And the work ended up being rushed and sloppy because I did not allow myself time to get things done, and this sloppiness showed in my work. Just like with artwork, um, it's good to take your time on it, but I understand that deadlines do exist, but you don't wait until you're closer to your deadline to do work, because it's gonna be sloppy and it's gonna show. A lot of professionals will tell you not to crunch. That is not the way to go. You allow yourself time, and if you cannot meet that deadline, then maybe you shouldn't have taken that job if you knew you wouldn't be able to meet that deadline. Just saying. Um, I am aware that some folks can't sleep due to health reasons, whether physical or mental, or can't eat for the same reasons. I'm not telling you to do things you can or can't do that would harm you. Use your common sense. Please, take care of yourselves. Um, Start slow, try simple things, exercise, stretch, eat a snack, get some water, hang outside for a bit, soak up some sun if you can. Uh, a thing that I do that has been helping is I've been doing yoga for a few months. And while that does seem like a hippy dippy thing, it's pretty great. It's a slow steady way to exercise without too much strenuous activity. It works the muscles, it gets you sweating, and a lot of yoga will help you calm your breathing, which helps with thinking. I've found it calms you down. It's a good exercise in between, work breaks. I'll go and I'll do some stretches to make sure that I'm not getting too stiff at my desk. It's actually really been helping me. And the app that I use for that is Down Dog. It's pretty good. They have timed sessions for beginners all the way up to experts, and it's fantastic. They guide you through everything. And while I'm here, let me shove another app in your face for meditation called Calm. I've been using that one a lot, and surprisingly, it goes along with the breathing in yoga. It helps you slow down and not think about rushing yourself and meeting these deadlines. It forces you to take a couple minutes to reflect on yourself and just experience what's going on around you and clear your thoughts. And that's something that I feel is needed to help with being able to sleep and eat and stop procrastinating. We need to be mindful of what we're doing. We need to watch our habits and put in effort to have healthy habits. Because if we just let the bad ones get out of hand, they're so hard to break the longer we have them. And to put it bluntly, you're not going to get brownie points or respect or anything of value by treating yourself so terribly and acting irresponsibly. Do your best, try little things, take it slow, set reminders on your phone. I do apologize if this came off as preachy. I still struggle with all of these things. Like today, I procrastinated recording the voiceover for this video until the day that I post it. So I'm still on this journey. Maybe we can make it together. Until then, please be kind to yourselves.